Today, we're going to be putting Claude against RoStudio to see which AI can make the better tower defense game, all under 30 minutes each. Also, stick to the end because something very unexpected happened during the process. I'm not gonna lie, this is the only tower defense game I've ever played out of all the ones. Oh my god, bro. Bro, what do I even click? Alright, dude. I literally just booted up to like an RoStudio homepage, bro. I mean, your boy is stacked. I'm not gonna lie. I already know like my account price sells for like $2,000 USD. But like, as you guys can see, we gotta implement some sort of path. This is the start point, I'm assuming, all the way down there. This map is huge, by the way. So yeah, we can place down units and they'll have like some sort of AoE range preview. There you go. Really? Let's put Gojo right there. Oh my, dude, Gojo is going crazy. Let's put Sukuna right there. But as you guys can see, when the enemy walks in, basically the range, they shoot damage. They basically target on. So that's something we're gonna have to implement. We also got to implement at the top. If you see right here, we got like a stock system as well as a wave system up here. Let's go with this guy. I wonder what he does. All right, absolutely nothing. Oh my, I don't know if we're gonna go as far as to make these upgrade mechanics. We'll all see. Guess you're just gonna have to stay to the end to find out. But yeah, okay, so I think we have a good enough idea of how to make our games. Right now I'm in Claude and I don't have the pro plan or anything, just to make things fair because both tools are free to an extent. Prompting is going to be different because obviously RoStudio is directly connected into Roblox Studio rather than Claude isn't. So let's go ahead and type our prompt.
I want to create a Roblox tower defense. The full functionality.
Alright, so right now it's making the script for basically the whole code base of this game. Oh my god, you know one thing I forgot to do? I forgot to start the timer, guys. Alright, 3, 2, 1, boom. Whoa. Okay, so what literally give me a simpler step-by-step process. Alright, so now we have a little step-by-step process that we're going to follow. The studio, look at the Explorer panel on the right, find replicated storage, basically telling us to add a folder and rename it to modules. Step 2, click the plus next to the modules folder, choose module script, and then rename it to enemy manager. Okay, so we're going to take basically this script. Alright, so literally just copy all of this, go back to studio, and then paste all of this. Alright, so I basically put all of the scripts in. Press play. Let's see what it looks like. Oh my. Okay, that's not even bad. Wave 1 incoming. Oh, okay, wait. Let's do Archer. Oh, that's kind of buggy, I'm not gonna lie. Let's do 2. Dude, Claude low-key cooked. So the wave system seems to be working like perfectly fine. And keep in mind, this was technically one prompt where it generated all of these scripts that you see. The placement, I won't lie, the placement is really buggy. Let's try cannon, like right here. Ooh! It literally got the core functionality down. It even has like enemy types. Guys, look at my setup. This is the best tower defense setup you guys have ever seen on YouTube. We got 11 minutes left to tweak anything after this whole round ends. I want to polish the game up a bit. Alright, so I just told it to make some quality of life changes, so... Alright, so everything seems to work normally. Okay, we got a low... Ooh, wait. Okay, so we got like a little AoE preview or like a range. And we also got a little sound effect whenever you place the units down. All right, not too bad. We got a little next wave counter. Okay, this is pretty solid. It did say it was gonna add sound effects for when these little blocks disappear though. So I don't know what happened with that. It's working like expected. Whoa. This is definitely why it's not working. Do we have time actually? Okay. We have 55 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead, copy this. Boom. I'm just gonna send the error log just to see. Boom. Okay. Literally just on time. We just made the last changes. The last change was basically changing the sound effect because it wasn't working. Let's give it a final test, guys. This is the final product. Let's place down our archer. Boom. What the hell? Yo, it's like someone like thumping on your door with... I mean, it works. All right. Let me see if sniper has like an extra range. That would be insane. Okay, it actually does. Sniper has like bigger ranges. So they actually took that... the AI took that into account. All right, guys, that's it for Claude. Let's go ahead and jump into RoStudio. Alright guys, now it's time for RoStudio to shine. I just loaded another fresh base plate. As you guys can see, there's nothing in any of these folders. Actually, before we start prompting, let's go ahead and start our timer in 3, 2, 1. Boom. Alright, so just finished the prompt. I'm just gonna give it a go and press play. I don't know what. Whoa. Okay, so we have a couple errors. 1, the units aren't even moving down the path. 2, I can't even place down the units. So the most efficient way to actually debug when you're using RoStudio is make sure you have your output window open, and it will give you errors if something isn't working. So for me, it wouldn't let me place my towers down, right? So I just kept trying to click and I got this error right here. So all I did is I just fed it and it actually just finished. So it fixed the error. Let's see if it actually, I don't know why I keep saying wave 1 complete. We're just gonna ignore that because, all right, so here's the thing. Okay, I mean, it works. And we're actually getting gold each time they die, or these little blocks die. Alright, that's dope. And it seems that they actually have different attributes, each of them. Like the sniper, it's a slower fire rate, but it does a lot more damage. Alright, it literally took 30 seconds. Let's see if it made the changes. So the first one I asked is to get like a range preview of each unit, which it did not.
Still don't see any range preview.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with Figma. You're able to choose, you're able to generate your own images and you're able to layer them how you want in a specific way. And then once you're done, you can actually directly send it over to Roblox Studio. We're not going to use it in this video, but in the next video, we're going to be using this feature. So definitely stay tuned to the channel for that. Okay, I mean, yeah, this works. This works. All right, bet. So with that, it just finished the last request that I pretty much wanted to make. Let's go ahead and see if the sound effects for the pellets being shot works. All right. All right, fixed both audio issues. We got 1 minute and 30 left. What the heck, bro? Bro, that is so loud. I'm so sorry, guys. Turn down your audio. Okay, no, we gotta change that. Change the background music. All right. Timer is done. Oh my gosh, shut up. It just changed the background music to a different ID, as you guys can see in this change log. Bro, this is creepy. This ain't even like, oh heck no, bro. If I went on a game and this started playing, bro, I'm clicking off. As you guys can see, we have a fully fledged unit system and enemy system, very similar to shoot, we're about to lose this one. I'll say the only thing that I low-key need to change is the depth. It literally sounds like someone just broke into your house. This is basically all I managed to do in 30 minutes, guys. 30 minutes, I was pretty much able to make a functioning tower defense game. Look at that, bro. They're not even gonna get past the units, bro. The only difference, and I'm being truly unbiased, right? The only difference is that I didn't have to do any of the manual work when it came to importing, these scripts. You guys see right here, all of these little scripts, all of these folders, everything. I didn't have to implement any of these because RoStudio literally did it for me. Now, you can either use this tool for one, basically my scenario, like you don't know what you're doing at all. You're just basically just having fun, experimenting. Or 2, you actually want to make a game and you have some coding experience. So you just use this to take off some of the manual workload and help you debug. So to wrap things up, this tool is free. Link will be in the description for you guys. Other than that, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.